हीलू 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 हमेशा की तरह आज भी दोबारा आते हुए हम स्ट्रीम पे। हमारे पास कुछ काम धंधा है नहीं, इसलिए स्ट्रीम कर लेते हैं हम बैठ के। भाई अरे राम, क्या बोलूँ मैं खुद को।
Exploration and trials.
हाँ जी भाई, उससे याद आया आज हमें क्या क्या
right
करना है। तो आज हमें स्टोरी करनी है अपनी कंप्लीट, आर्कॉन क्वेस्ट करनी है अपनी कंप्लीट। उसके बाद हम मोएगा को बनाने बैठेंगे। और उससे याद आया कि हाँ जी, जैसा जो भी टाइटल में देख रहा है कि हाँ 100 सब्स पे एक वेल्किन गिव अवे होने वाला है, जो आपको आगे चल के बताएंगे जब 100 सब्स के पास होंगे। ठीक है, बाकी का मैंने मोएगा बनाई थी ऑफ स्ट्रीम थोड़ी अपनी, लेवल 80 पहुंचा दी और इसके टैलेंट्स 862 पहुंचा दिए। बाकी आर्टिफैक्ट सेट अपना वही है, ऑब्सीडियन कोडेक्स। ऑब्सीडियन कोडेक्स में यार ढूंढ रहा हूँ मेरे को ठीक ठाक मिल जाए। मेरे को अभी तक फ्लावर और फेदर ही बढ़िया बढ़िया मिला है। फ्लावर में मेरे को क्रिट डैमेज 20 मिल गया, अटैक मिल गया, एलिमेंटल मास्टरी मिल गई। और फेदर पे मेरे को अटैक, क्रिट डैमेज, क्रिट रेट, एलिमेंटल मास्टरी सब मिल गया। ठीक है, बाकी अपना ये है एक जो मैं ठीक ठाक यूज़ कर रहा हूँ कि उसमें पायरो डैमेज लगा रखा है, सिंडर सिटी का 4 स्टार, और बाकी ये चल रहा है। बाकी मैंने कचीना पे लगा दिया अपना स्क्रोल ऑफ हीरो ऑफ सिंडर सिटी। इसमें हीरो ऑफ सिंडर सिटी में ना ये वाले आर्टिफैक्ट्स मैं अपने सितलाली पे ट्रांसफ़र करूँगा, क्योंकि ये सारे जैसे इनमें सब में आर्ट मुझे अब तक एलिमेंटल मास्टरी मिल चुकी है। ये तो एलिमेंटल मास्टरी का ही मिला है विद क्रिट डैमेज एंड एनर्जी रिचार्ज। बाकी क्रिट डैमेज का ये, एनर्जी रिचार्ज का ये, हाइड्रो डैमेज बोनस का ये, और एलिमेंटल मास्टरी का ये लगा रखा है मैंने, क्योंकि ये काम का आएगा उसके। ठीक है, और क्या दिखाना था, हाँ बेनेट। मैंने अपने बेनेट के आर्टिफैक्ट चेंज करके उस पर 5 स्टार लगा दिया, ये नोबलेस ऑब्लीज लगा दिया है। और मैंने एक चीज़ चेक करी जो मेरे को घंटा समझ नहीं आया, कि मैंने अपने अचीवमेंट्स में जाके वो वाली अचीवमेंट सर्च करी, डैमेज वाली परवेयर यू आर। मैंने 7/15/2024 7/15 तारीख को 7 क्या होता है, सितंबर, हाँ 15 सितंबर को 1,48,000 का डैमेज मारा था। पर कैसे, मेरे पास तो कैरेक्टर ही नहीं उतरे अच्छे। हाउ? ओ ट्रायल इवेंट्स भी काउंट होता है, ओके आई बात समझ में मेरे को। 7 तारीख को कौन सा आया था, सितंबर में कौन सा आया चल रहा था। चलो कोई बात नहीं, इसको छोड़ते हैं, हम आगे बढ़ते हैं अपनी आर्कॉन पे। हाँ बोलो बोलो, क्या? हाँ हाँ, अच्छा मतलब मोवेका से ही मारा है मैंने। चलो भाई आर्कॉन क्वेस्ट पे लगते हैं।
Eon-san, Traveler Paimon.
Mututo. Let's get straight to the point. Are the people behind you warriors from your tribe? Did something bad happen to you?
I'm drowning! And there's something in the water!
He's on the ground, but it almost looks like...
The abyss. The abyss is coming. There are eyes in my hands, and hands in my stomach. And my stomach is full of teeth. It ate all of you. It's coming for me too.
But we haven't been eaten.
Plan.
Monstrous beasts! How did you get in here?
As you can see, their mental state is... They went missing after the battle. We found them in the wilderness in the days that followed, but... We found them unconscious in areas corrupted by abyssal tumors, lying next to their deceased comrades. My only guess is that something terrible must... According to the chief of the Masters of the Nightwind, sudden exposure to a large amount of abyssal power can have mental as well as physical We've never seen the effects this heightened before. But maybe Gasoithoth was just too...
Gasoithoth? What?
It's the abyssal monster that appeared in the sky not too long ago. After consulting our ancient legends, we decided to call it Gasoithoth, Reaper of the Abyss.
Oh, that giant black ball?
True, it poses no threat to us now, but whatever wound it inflicted on these warriors still endures. We scoured all sorts of records for a solution, but nothing came of it. There was some mention of a treatment from several hundred years ago, but that knowledge is...
Right! You can purify abyssal power! It didn't...
That must mean purifying the abyssal power within them still isn't enough.
So, what can we do now? Don't tell me.
Come back to me, Gogeta! Please, don't leave me like...
We beat Gasoithoth. They survived the battle. Are we really just gonna sit back and watch them lose their
Of course not.
What is it, Aeon-san?
We'll take case by case. First of all, we shouldn't keep them cooped up in here. The Adma Prince is a good thing. Let them where they feel comfortable. I'm on, my friend. And I will talk to them.
Are you sure about this?
I know you are worried, but we don't have any other solution, right? Maybe it's work, maybe it doesn't. But we won't be until we try. Well, don't just stand there. Let them go. Send someone to follow them, but don't stick too close. We just need to keep tabs on them. To go through after all. You've worked on so many challenges already. What one more?
Rev the engines!
Oh, मैं दोबारा चढ़ गया. जीजी को सेंटेस्ट. Found him. Hello, can you hear me?
So dark.
Just settle it and I will take you home.
Huh?
Light. Underwater. Where is it coming from?
It's working!
Is someone there? Please save me. No. No, wait. You have to leave this place. The water's too deep. You won't make...
Actually, we got this one. They're great swimmers. They're ready to
No.
you.
Please, Duarte.
Oh no, it's not working anymore!
No. You got it. You can start there. You can learn. Hey, the people in the stream. Ask around for what?
Try and stop me!
Easy Kali.
My friend,
What kind of a does name Duarte rings in
Duarte. Duarte was the name of Otoko's Surian companion. Otoko almost drowned as a child, and Duarte was the one who saved him. He dove deep into the water and used all his strength to carry Otoko back to the surface. It was pretty touch and go, but both of them made it in the end.
Duarte?
Well, you see, Duarte died 4 years ago during an Abyss invasion. He was helping evacuate injured warriors from the front lines, but fell to an ambush.
Maybe we don't need the real Duarte.
What do you mean?
You're right. Duarte didn't have many distinguishing features. I don't think he ever stood out next to the others.
That's my turn. They do whatever.
No problem. Thank you for looking out for him.
ऊपर सो. हेलो. नहीं आ रही आवाज तेरी यार. थोड़ी अब माइक ठीक करके आ. अभी भी नहीं आ रही. फिर आ रही है आवाज. नहीं.
We're back. How are you feeling?
Duarte? How did you get here?
It's working!
You're gonna carry me out of here just like last time. Over a decade later and you're still trying to save me. I can't believe you made it this deep underwater, but once we're out of here, let's split a huge portion of blazed meat stew. Just like old times. We're almost at the surface. People tried to tell me you were dead, you know. As if I'd let that happen. I promised to protect you. No. Duarte? Wait, you're not Duarte. How did I get here? Who are you people?
Toko!
He's Kaylee. What's going on? All I remember is the battle against the Abyss and then I was... You went through all that for me? Well, all I did...
No, this is your fault. It's not my place to say this, but go easy on yourself. You deserve to move the past and happened here and what happened.
Thank you.
Go on, get some rest, Scully. We'll leave him to you. Yay! Duarte मर गया? What the fuck?
Full throttle!
It's coming for me. It's gonna eat. It's no use. It'll just come back. It will devour everyone.
Maybe it's just Paimon, but she seems she can talk to us, but nothing she says makes any sense.
Afraid is right. Where are these other? Like Atoko, the deep rooted fear, just made it worse. Now let's go learn about her past.
Ion-san, I heard you cured Atoko? I'm so relieved. Is there anything I can do to help? If you need extra hands, I can...
You know, the perfect time I was looking for you. I want to ask some questions.
I think you're onto something. The mental distress does seem to be... Kochita doesn't like it when people talk about her past. Ion-san, do you believe there are people in...
Yes, I get the feeling sometimes when I instruct in a particular group to student. Oh, you were born
Then-
for this sort.
What about people destined to be When Kochita was little, her parents died fighting the Abyss. She was only 11 or 12 at the time. And her brother, even younger still. The two saw their parents collapse in a pool of blood as flames roared and spread all around them. Kochita trained hard to become a warrior, but still found fighting abyss monsters too difficult to handle. She and her brother were left with severe...
But isn't Kochita one of the warriors who fought the abyss? Didn't you find her?
Yes, we did. You see, something changed within her several years ago when the abyss attacked our tribe and broke into her home. By the time the guards rushed to the scene, they found her standing there, weapon outstretched, hands trembling. Her brother huddling behind, and the abyss monster dead at her feet. She didn't even look at it, and just kept repeating the same thing over and over.
You're the only family I have left. I won't let
You're
this
the...
happen
She
to you.
became a completely different person after that. She earned a reputation. We all thought she overcame the trauma, and we were so happy for her. But now it seems like even...
How can we help her?
Quali?
Quali, what are you doing with that weapon?
Show me the monster that hurt you. I'll make it pay. I'm going to protect you this time.
Calm down, Quali.
I can do it. I don't care what it takes. I just want her to get better. She's the...
Family?
कुछ नहीं
If Quali goes to battle, the abyss... I can't let that happen! But it's useless. No one can beat the abyss. But I'm no warrior. I'm just a
Kochita.
Fight it!
Try checking the mountains to the north. A few fled in that direction after the battle. I dispatched a team to clear them out. So most of the...
There's no turning back. I have to...
I'm coming too. I'm not letting my sister face this alone.
It's cool. ये दोनों भाई बहन बड़े अच्छे हैं. फ्लावर फूड होते हैं. हर क्लैन के ऐसे ट्रॉमा वॉमा हमें सही करना पड़ेगा शायद.
You were the ones who killed them! As a kid, I thought my parents were invincible. They were always... but I can still see the image of them collapsed at my feet that night. The raging fire, the smoke, the smell of blood, the sound of my brothers. They told me to run, and I could see the fear in their eyes. I've been running from my fears ever since. But why didn't my parents run?
You can do it!
Because of our family. When you have someone to protect, there's no backing down. No matter... Stay away from my... Let's help her out!
Incinerate!
I can do this. I have to do this. fighting.
You defeated them. Last struggle with perfection. Qualifies them
That's
single hit.
impossible. They were gigantic beasts crawling with eyes. No. Wait. What am I saying? Abyss monsters.
She's back to normal!
Kuchita!
What just happened? That is quite embarrassing. I've always envied warriors who don't get scared or feel lost. It really felt like I was getting stronger.
The important to listen to your limits. Just like in training, pushing too hard will hurt you in the long run. Everyone needs time to rest. Besides, I have a feeling you won't have to face those fears alone anymore.
Even though we're both scared of monsters, you were always the one who stepped up.
Is that so? Then I'll look forward to... I finally feel like myself again. I couldn't have done it without you all. I think I'll rest here for a bit. I don't think I can make it back.
I'll keep you company.
Alright, we'll head back and make sure to check this random monster. It's all okay, so take your time. Sometimes a fear can never truly leave us, but tomorrow's a new day. As long as you keep moving forward, there will be a better time to come. Better time to come. He.
Atoko's all better. Did you hear?
Really?
Yes, really. It's all thanks.
I see. I was wondering why the Traveler was chosen to accompany the Pyro Archon in the final battle. Full throttle! So all those rumors...
Kuchita is getting better too.
That's two people down. You are amazing servants, however. Probably well known from travelers, right? You really know how to give people hope. Ever since the chance came to, I've been feeling better a lot, and our chance of winning the war.
Yeah.
Too.
Honestly, Paimon was at a complete loss when she saw so many sick people on the hot air balloon platform. We only found a solution this time because you kept your cool and took control of the situation.
I'll never get it. Might as well not try. I hate this kind of talk all the time, but if you break your gold into smaller parts, the first time it actually turned out to be
Whoa,
dangerous.
you're right. That makes a lot.
Just like when I told you to eat less meat and drink more kale juice. But I never eat meat again. I have to drink kale juice for a meal. I starve.
That sounds like something Paimon could do, but what?
My ancient names mean power. Did you know that? So everyone thought that I would grow up to be this tall, burly, muscular warrior. But what happened? A lot of people were confused and disappointed. My fellow warriors could not understand why I would know them. At first, I also felt lost. I was only later than I realized the truth basically boils down to problem solving. Physical strength is just a means and end to everything else. So I began to break problems down in smaller parts. Facing an impossible situation, बस मुझे और नहीं पढ़ना.
Oh, well, when you put it that way, Paimon's almost encouraged to start drinking kale juice tomorrow. No, Ted, you're amazing, Ann-san. You really make Paimon feel like she can do the impossible.
मावे का मिल्क बस मफिन भाई ऐसे पढ़ोगे तो ऑडियंस डर के चली जाएगी. अरे भाई यार आप बिना भाई क्या बोलूं यार क्या बोलते हैं.
Hian-san, bad news.
Welcome to stream of Comic Best.
Try and stop me!
How's Okotlan doing? Koichi, give me a hand for a sec. Right. Koichi's not She's not here anymore.
Full throttle!
What are you doing, Okolan? Wake up!
Don't you recognize us?
The Abyss monsters are everywhere. Everywhere. They've taken over the tribe. No corner is safe. Did we lose the battle? No. It's pointless to think about that now. Careful! He's not in.
Okotlan!
Get back.
Full throttle!
So, he thinks we're abyss monsters? Hey, it's okay! We're not the bad guys!
Come on! Give me your worst! Wretched Abyss! Get out of my tribe!
Ugh! Wrath from the skies!
अरे यार.
Mom, Dad, are gone. This is my final battle!
Please, son. You've got to stop. You can't keep going like...
Wretched monsters! Give me my... Look, Okolan! That's your father! Get out of my home! I'll never forgive you!
Are you alright, sir?
Please, don't hurt my son.
But what should we do now? He's different from the other two. It's like he can't hear us at all. He keeps calling us monsters. We're basically enemies to him now.
He's fighting through natural, but we can keep him unconscious for
Abyssal corrosion syndrome. 500 years later, and it's resurfaced again.
Huh? That voice!
the captain. Capitano.
Direct contact with high concentrations of abyssal power causes irreversible mental the exact presentation will vary according to trauma level. Some will suffer from superficial hallucinations and maintain the capacity to perceive the outside world. In such cases, verbal and physical. However, there are also those who are so far gone, entrenched in hallucinations so deep, that medical intervention is the only option. That's why we developed.
The draft of...
It's a kind of medicine that can dispel the psychological impact of the abyss. The treatment comes with severe side effects, including chronic migraines for the rest of the patient's life. So, this man is a devoted warrior, one not easily swayed from battle. That is precisely why it's so If you trust me to be true to my word, give him this.
Wretched monsters! Said it, give me your worst. Hurry! He's away!
Please, give him the draft. In his mind, all his family and comrades are gone, and only enemies remain. There's nothing more.
Well, request my sex about working with Captain and people gave it to a cocktail.
Monsters! What's going on? My head hurts.
It's all right, my boy. Let's go home. You need a good night's sleep. But first, I want to thank you
For just Capitano is fine.
I owe you more than words can say. Mr. Capitano. My name is Mune. You're welcome. Time to go, son. Can you stand?
After turning the captain hands a few more to the government and the guards, the remaining money can be tried.
Thank goodness everything turned out all right.
Think nothing of it. I agreed to offer you my aid, so this is merely a part of that duty. Besides, I care deeply about this land.
Right! When we were with Moika, you told us you and your soldiers defended Natlan against the Abyss.
That's right. My desire to protect this nation remains unchanged. When my platoon arrived in Natlan 500 years ago, like you, we were true outlanders. But as time passed, I encountered the people of this land and witnessed their desperate struggle against the Abyss. Though many of the warriors were rash and inexperienced, they were steadfast and fearless in battle, willing to do anything to protect their fellow citizens, oftentimes with complete disregard for their own. Just as I fought for the glory of Conria, they fought for the survival of their nation. We happened to share a common enemy. We fought side by side to the very end. I traveled to many places after that, but I never forgot this land. Even now, my work in Natlan remains unfinished. They remember who I used to be. The Sentinel Knight, who fought with the Masters of the Nightwind. Still, I prefer to leave all that in the past.
Sentinel.
That name carries with it the glory of my homeland and the honor of Natlan. Yet, I failed to bring my soldiers home. And I failed to help Natlan defeat the Abyss.
But that's not your fault. The Abyss is way strong.
You need not comfort me. I am no longer who I once was. Let the events of the past continue to collect dust in the annals of history. I will continue to help Natlan and—
Like, with the draft of the— Who knew you could make medicine? Were you a doctor?
The drought was Guthred's invention. He was a respected military doctor, as well as my trusted. We faced a similar situation to what you witnessed today. The endless battles against the Abyss triggered delusions. In order to develop a treatment as fast as possible, Guthred used himself as a test subject. He passed away. That's who he was. Unrelenting in his pursuits. No matter the cost, no matter the sacrifice. I'm sure he would be pleased his creation aids people, even now. The Abyss has wrought enough suffering on this land. I sincerely hope this—
Stop worrying about other people's survival, about their losses and sacrifices. You please finish what you set out to do, Commander.
You're more perceptive than I imagined. However, some things are better kept secret for now. We may be working together, but our goals are not entirely aligned.
What's with the secrets all of a sudden? I'm starting to think we should be more careful around you.
I do not mean to jeopardize the trust between us. I simply prefer to keep this to myself, because it's a personal matter. All I can tell you is this. Natlan may have survived the worst of the crisis, but the souls of this land are still not at peace. And that is why my work is not yet done.
Well, if it's personal, then we'll just have to trust you.
If you have other questions, I'm willing to answer them.
Wait, like anything? Paimon wants to know how you eat with the mask. Anything you want to ask, Traveler?
Natlan must pay the price for Mawika's use of the Ruler of Death's power. That price is death. Even now that the war's over and the threat to Natlan is gone.
In the garden cultivated by the gods, flowers and weeds grow side by side. When the weeds compete for nutrients in the soil, the gardener intervenes to inhibit their growth. I'm not one to pass judgment based on my own standard of right and wrong. But it is an undeniable fact that she is responsible for my suffering, as well. If that explanation is too difficult to understand, death, can freely define the form of death, or grant immortality to anyone she desires. Her power is a rule in and of itself. Faced with such an overwhelming level of power, it can feel hopeless to resist. But I am of the belief that, in this world, no destiny is unchangeable, no death inevitable, and no rule unbreakable. So, before the final moment truly arrives, we must fight harder than ever.
Oh, did something happen?
This is a critical time for you, traveler. It's best not to delay, so let us end our best of luck to you all.
So in the end, the captain's... He kind of reminds Paimon of someone we met recently. Oh, right, the Lord of the Night! They just seem so tired, you know? Since they've both been alive for many centuries, do you think that's just what happens when you've been alive for too long?
Rev the engines!
Sure took your sweet talk, wretched scoundrels! How dare you keep the almighty Dragon Lord, Kahulaha, waiting! Kneel before us and apologize, or we'll...
¿Qué?
Kanich, Kachina, Mualani? Woo, everyone's here!
Reunited at last. Did you?
I brought candy and cookies to share. Of course we missed you. Ooh, you brought...
Just in time, traveler. It's so stifling in here. I was just about to go outside.
It's the same temperature outside. Anyway, how was the trip here?
To be honest, I also didn't expect this many people to A third of this amount is more than enough for my plan. I need to ask them about you, gather their thoughts and hopes. That will help the formation of your ancient name. Oh, you brought the Pilgrim's Chronicle, right? Okay. The progress looks good. We have enough people.
Sorry I'm late.
Chaska showing up late for something?
I had to follow a group of monsters further than expected. When I got back, I heard about what you did for my tribe.
Okay, let's save the pleasantries for later. All right, let me remind everyone what's going to happen. I need each of you to stand before the Pilgrim's Chronicle and share your story. Your words will be recorded and become a part of the Traveler's ancient name. Any,
Nope.
All right, then...
Hold on.
Oh, right, I almost... Traveler, Paimon, you, can't be here for this part.
Huh? But why?
I need people's true thoughts and feelings. It's much more difficult to express...
You're right. Just like when Paimon doesn't have enough more... So basically you want us to leave the Pilgrim's Chronicle here?
Oh, don't worry. This shouldn't take long.
Everything Shilonen said made sense, but did you see Lolly's reaction back there? She was definitely the one who But staying out here is just making Paimon even more curious about what everyone... Anyway, you're gonna have an ancient name soon. Ooh, you're right! If only Paimon could say a few things about you in there.
Well, looks like you're about to have that chance.
Shilonen, is everything all set?
Almost. We're just missing one last thing. You've been by the Traveler's side.
But Paimon's not
Oh, it doesn't matter. As a traveler's companion, sorry, traveler. I just need to borrow. Paimon gave us a lot, and I mean a lot of information. I'm not even sure the Lord of the Night managed to get all of it.
Well, we've been to 6 nations already.
Here, you can have the Pilgrim's Chronicle back. I'll need it and when the time comes, I will forge you an ancient name unlike anything that's come before, so that you, Moika, and Nat.
Interlude इतना सही था बस. बड़ी जल्दी खत्म हो गया. Interlude. अरे चैप्टर 5 का इंटरल्यूड, वो एंशिएंट नेम बनाने वाला और जो वो वाले बंदे थे, बर्ड वाले बंदे थे, उनको हेल्यूसिनेशंस हो रही थी, वो वाली क्वेस्ट. दो दिन बाद I like that the time just stops.
We just got a message from Moika. She says to meet her at the speaker's chamber tomorrow. Does that mean your ancient name is ready to be forged? Let's get some good rest today. We need to be at our best for this special moment.
भाई इसके भाई तीन बार बोल चुका हूँ सेम चीज में. हेलो हेलो सोमनी भाई. यो तबीयत कैसी है आपकी? वेरी गुड वेरी गुड. कितना देख लिया? गुड गेम. वाह वेरी गुड भाई. बिंज वॉच. वेरी गुड. हेलो सोमदीप भाई, वेलकम टू द स्ट्रीम. बड़े लोग बड़े लोग बड़े लोग बड़े लोग. There's someone here.
Though our homeland has become a distant memory, the flames of war continue to rage. We have long shed the last of our blood. Stay strong, my...
Wait.
One day, I will deliver you to the place I promised.
कैप्टन ने अपने अंदर अपनी सारे सोल्जर्स की सोल बंद कर रखी है.
Morning, traveler. Did you have a nightmare last night? Paimon could hear you tossing and turning in your sleep. Maybe you're just nervous for the final battle?
पहले माइनक्राफ्ट आकाश होगा. सौमदीप भाई जा रहे हो आप माइनक्राफ्ट में?
Shake it off, traveler. We're supposed to meet with
देख एक बार घर देख के आओ अपना. पेमेंट बाद में कर लेना अभी क्योंकि पूरा कंप्लीट नहीं, अभी थोड़ा सा और करना है. कंप्लीट हो चुका है, मतलब आप देख लो वहां जाके कंप्लीट हो चुका है, पर और मतलब और बेटर कर सकते हैं उसे, इसलिए वो आप रेडी टू यूज है, आप यूज करते रहो, हम बीच बीच में सही करते रहेंगे. बतख को क्या वो गया हुआ है कहीं. हाँ
The end of our legacy.
सेक्सी चल रहा है, सेक्सी. ये बढ़िया है. मेरी मेंबरशिप है क्या देखना. मेरा पेट, हाँ क्यों मेरे पेटीएम का एक बार दिमाग खराब कर देता है.
I see. If all goes well, 3 days should be more than enough to forge the name. You won't need to push back.
Thank you. I'd say the sooner you can finish it, the better. I still need to announce...
Don't worry. We should only need half a day. The Traveler has been in Natlan a while now. The Pilgrim's Chronicle should have enough records of her adventure.
Come in.
Hey, Malika! Oh, Shilonen and Sitlali are here.
We were just talking about you. I invited you here for 2 reasons. First, there's the Traveler's ancient name, which is ready...
Oh yeah! You need the Pilgrim's Chronicle, right? The device the Lord of the Night gave us?
Perfect. Could I take a look? Well, it looks good. This is usually the first step in forging an ancient name, is performing a ceremony to extract memories from the ley lines. But since the Lord of the Night gave us this record, still, I've never used something like this before. This is an entirely new material for me, so I need to look into how the
I'll help you. My knowledge on the Lord of the Night and the Wyab might come in handy.
That brings me to the second matter. As you already know, once your ancient name is complete, that will happen in 3 days' time.
3 days? So soon? Wait, but...
You're worried about the
Well, Paimon gave it a lot of thought, and Paimon's not very very good at thinking or fighting to begin with. This plan could save countless lives. Paimon understands why people would want to be a part of something so important. But all this time, Paimon has barely left the Traveler's side. Not to mention, we all know this will be a super dangerous mission.
That's right. And as long as we win, the Ode of Resurrect, the Night Kingdom is a realm of souls and memories, where mental fortitude all in Natlan are resolved to win this war. The sacred flame will connect us to their fighting spirit. We will do whatever it... So if you want to contribute, just cheer us on, alongside all the people of Natlan. For the Traveler, I'm sure you're...
The most important? Really? That's right. Overcoming Alright, it's decided.
It's less about volume and more about mental focus. But I get it. You're just trying to show how much you can.
Of course, this all depends on the successful... Otherwise, the Traveler will not join me.
Don't worry. I swear on the honor of my tribe, I will not.
There's no time to lose.
All right, everyone. When we meet again, it will be to deliver the ancient name.
Good luck, you two. Days, huh? Which?
From what I've heard, the two of you have helped more than enough. Even if there are stray abyss monsters out there,
Exactly! We can't take a break! We're adventurers! We gotta live up to the name! We still have a long journey ahead of us and so many places to go! The battle in 3...
I see. This final battle is extremely important to me. The culmination of my life's work. Still, I think you've got the right idea. I'm also going to follow my heart. I plan on using the...
Oh, you...
I just learned, actually. I hear it takes a lot of practice to... It could be anything, though. Of course, that's only when I have the time.
So that's how you relax. Well, it definitely...
All right.
So, if Malika relaxes by working really hard at something, that basically means she never takes a break, right? Wow, she's definitely something else. Oh, hello! Sorry, Malika's not here right now.
There you are.
Other than our plan almost falling through, nothing at all. The preparations took longer than expected. We were so worried we wouldn't make it before you left on your...
Well, if you hadn't overslept...
Details! Anyway, come on. Let's go.
Hold on. Tell us what's going on first.
Oh, yeah. Jumped the gun a bit there, didn't I? Basically, we know about your super important mission. Before the pilgrimage, we usually hold a huge feast. All you can eat. With...
Ooh, all you can eat.
I knew that would pique your interest, Paimon. You can eat to your heart's content. Of course, there's not just meat, but also all kinds of fruit, vegetables.
That sounds amazing! We're in! Well, the best adventurers know how... Plus, it sounds like this feast is in...
It's our fault for not telling you earlier. It'll be super fun!
Yes! Huh? What's the holdup, Traveler? Did you...
Huh? Is that okay? Well, I definitely wasn't expecting that suggestion. She's the... But we might as well extend the invitation. Then who's gonna be the one? All of us, of course.
Come in. Oh, it's you four. Is there something you need?
We're here to invite you to the people...
Ah, I see. This is a...
Exactly. It's a tradition.
Plus, I always wanted to do something to thank you for...
That was my duty. Besides, although this feast does sound...
So you'll come?
Of course. No need to notify Amina in advance. I'll just surprise her. You don't need to turn this into some kind of grand... I'll try my best to attend as an ordinary person.
It's not like you're the type to pull rank or...
True, but my presence changes the way people act. I just don't want to spoil the fun. A lot of things can change once an Archon is involved. A barbecue is best fresh off the grill. And still, people will insist on waiting.
Oh, yeah.
Don't worry. I'll jump in if that happens. I can throw manners to the wind.
No need. I can take care of it. Anyway, thank you for inviting me. It really means a lot. I don't need to finish it. I enjoy the process, but...
Then let's...
Go to the people of the springs.
Ugh, you're kidding. Another... But this is just a small send-off. What are we going to do with all this? And again, I understand where they're coming from. I'll deal with it. What? Huh? Your hero... Archon?
We invited her. She agreed to come as a
surprise is putting it lightly. Sorry. I'm happy you're here. It's just...
No apology necessary.
Well, I started spreading the word about the send-off, just around the area like usual. A lot of people are still busy repairing their homes, so I didn't think many people would... But the turnout has been overwhelming. Not to mention, we've received a small mountain of deliveries. There's no way we can use all this stuff.
That's our Star Outlander's popularity for you.
You're saying everyone's here because of... Yep. The news about your impending mission with the Pyro Archon has spread. Plus, you were amazing in the recent battle. A lot of people are... Basically, this whole thing is happening because so many people... Yeah, Malika and the Traveler are in this together. They both... Well, this is the perfect excuse to throw an even bigger party. All this extra stuff...
No need to go to all that trouble on... Besides, with so much of our nation in ruins, resources are still scarce. This extra spending for my sake is the last thing...
That's true. Party planning isn't easy. I can handle the big picture, but I'm not used to dealing with the finer details. Sorry. I'm just feeling a... Oh, speaking of Atea,
Actually, there's something we haven't... Auntie Atea passed away not long after the attack on our...
What?
When you brought me her talisman, I knew her end was near. Look, she was a hero to the very end. Even though her body was at its breaking point, in her final moments, her thoughts were entirely with her tribe and her people. Gatherings like this remind me of her and the parties she loved to organize. So I decided to attend in her memory.
We didn't mean to hide anything from you. It's just... Cheer up, everyone. Auntie Atea wouldn't want us... Parties like this were her specialty.
Yeah, that sounds a bit...
So, come on. Let's get to work, everyone. Oh,
Wait, you don't...
Amina, you mentioned... First, invite anyone who comes to deliver supplies to stay for the gathering. If it's a caravan, ask them to extend an invitation to the sender as well. Make it clear in the invitation that anyone is welcome to attend, but you're no longer accepting donations. In addition, all leftover supplies will be purchased by the speaker's chamber, sorted, and donated to the...
That would be... I'll get on it, right away! Amazing plan, Malika! It was clear, concise, and organized.
I don't mind increasing the size of the gathering, I just didn't want it... My approach to problem solving is always the same. Different solutions lead to different outcomes. The method may change...
Whoa. Paimon feels like she... Well, should we take a walk while everyone finishes the...
Sounds good. A casual stroll.
Yes, coach.
Are you still helping rebuild...
It's more effective to have a focused... The worst is over, so it should be fun. I'll be in touch with...
Wow.
Rev the engines! Chaska?
Hello, Archon.
Oh! Doesn't look like the fish are biting today.
Yeah, it's okay. You don't have to walk on eggshells around me. I know you can tell I'm not really trying to fish, but gazing at the water puts me at ease.
I went to visit your parents, Chaska. Of course, I could only...
You helped a lot, actually. My mom has been doing better since your visit. I've always been grateful to my parents for taking me in, but now I'll never be able to replace Koichi. But I will do everything in my...
That's exactly what your mother's worried about. She doesn't want you to push. Grief is not something that can be measured against others. You don't need to make amends, Chaska. Your loss is a tragedy. In any case, they've always loved both of you. There's no need for you to become Koichi when they love you just for yourself.
Yeah, don't put too much pressure on...
Thank you, everyone. Sounds like I owe my parents a conversation.
Minecraft खेल लो.
Nothing. We're just taking a look around.
कोई बात.
Oh, really?
That's a bit of an exaggeration. The fighting consumed all of
Because Natlan's heroes deserve to be remembered.
Exactly. That is how... So let me know if you need extra help, Kanich.
बस
Understood.
हमें only
Thank
1000
you
मिल
for
जाए
your
वो
hard
हमारे
work.
लिए बहुत है.
Hey, looks like the food is almost ready. Let's head over. Paimon can't wait to feast. Oh, but if there are still people you want to see, that's okay. We can head over later too.
So full. I'm practically a blubber beast. What's that? A creature from Fontaine with a super round belly. You've never seen a picture?
Oh, it sounds so... Paimon can vouch for their cuteness. You can pat their belly and I'll even join in.
कहाँ से
She must have been a great fighter to keep up with you.
हैं? भाई कितने पैसे होते हैं लोगों पे? ये ऐसे लोग इंडिया में क्यों नहीं होते? भाई
Wait, now that you mention it, I've had dreams of Auntie Atea. She was her typical self, brave and stern, always with that. I've never had a dream that felt so real. Just like you said.
So it wasn't just...
Wait, you've had dreams too? Oh, don't tell.
It wasn't just them. Some of the gramps and grannies who looked after me were there too. Growing up, I could always hear a degree of guilt in the way they spoke to me. It's why they never asked anything of me. Why they gave me so much. I never wanted things to be that way. But even in my own dreams, nothing changed. They sounded exactly the same. Just...
The same thing happened to me. I dreamt of
Io. Oh, right.
Io's grandparents fell to the abyss during the battle, so it's been really hard for him. He's barely... I set up a tent near his home so I could be there for him. And I had a dream that his grandparents... I was so happy. In the dream, Io seemed like his normal self again. But in real life, Io is still struggling. He barely sleeps or eats.
Traveler? Chaska?
When did this become story out? Still, I have nothing to hide. She told me I felt like a completely different person. She said I'm going down the right path, so... Maybe your dreams felt real, but the Koichi I saw was nothing like her real self. She would never... It was a dream. Nothing. It's fine.
Well, what about you, Traveler?
You're kidding.
No, of course not.
maybe the traveler's dream is a different kind of phenomenon.
I may know the cause of the dreams. At the end of the battle, I launched a special kind of night war by using the power of the divine. Its great power allowed the Ode of Resurrection to bring back all casualties, independent of the time of victory, or the In addition, the power of the Divine Throne revitalized the souls and memories within the Night Kingdom, allowing them to take the form of their... Even after the battle, that effect still lingers. That's why those you lost were able to reappear in your dreams. But I agree with Auroron. The Traveler's dream is likely a different matter.
The shamans of my tribe often receive visions of the future through dreams. Is that what you're suggesting?
Yes, exactly.
So, the Traveler saw...
It's still unclear, but Granny taught me how to interpret dreams. Would it be okay if I tried to take... If I can observe your soul, I can find out the key elements of the dream. You're thinking of the Dendro Archon, right? My tribe's power over dreams is nothing compared to that of an... Observing the dreamscape requires a ritual and can only reveal static images. We also... Otherwise, the process could be used to violate...
I also have a fairly good understanding of the ritual. What...
Then I'll start getting ready. We'll carry out the ceremony...
Try and stop me!
बिल्कुल रिक्स ओ दो मूवी का
I never knew you could make it this way. This formula is new to me.
Your granny never taught you about incense making?
No. She usually just lists off the ingredients and tells me to follow...
Then you still have a lot to learn from her. All right, We're ready, traveler. Once you head inside, you'll fall into a brief sleep. Auroron will interpret the dreamscape, but you won't feel a thing.
That's right. Everything.
So, you just need to take a nap?
आप रोजारिया में थे?
Here, have some water. It'll help to clear your head.
Very good.
You're awake already, traveler? That was fast.
Very good.
It was enough. What did you learn, Auroron?
The person next to the captain. I've seen him before. He was the one who tried to possess.
Huh? It was him? Guthrid, right? The military?
So you know that name too?
Yeah, the captain told us about him when we were helping Eon-san. He was the one who developed the draft of lucidity, a drug that could help people with hallucinations.
I see. After the battle, I returned to my tribe and began searching through our records of the catastrophe 500 years ago. Even though my encounter with him was brief, the record said he was cold and decisive. Like the captain, he was formidable in battle, but the two upheld very different ideas.
So, he didn't have the captain's sense.
That makes sense. The best partners are those who complement each other.
Wait, if there are records of all this, that must mean the captain was famous.
Yes, but unless he brings up his past, few are likely to make the connection between a Fatui harbinger and Thrain, one of Natlan's legend.
Guthrid is also a respected figure in our nation. The story of how he sacrificed himself for Natlan is... but there's still something I don't understand. I'm the only one who saw him. You shouldn't be able to... and yet, the figure in your dream looked exact...
I don't think that's a coincidence. I believe what the traveler saw was...
But didn't he die hundreds of years ago? There's...
Maybe he found his way to the Night Kingdom for a little bit.
No. The Night Kingdom only accepts the souls of Natlan. It's always been that way. The ruler of death likely wanted to prevent the Ode of Resurrection from being abused.
When I was with the captain, I could hear something coming from him. Souls that were not his own. I heard voices of sorrow and pain.
Wait, are you saying the captain has had Guthrid's soul inside of him?
That's the part I don't understand. Ordinary people it's only possible for me because my situation is unique. And even then, you saw what happened. The Lord of the Night's voice triggers a violent reaction in those. I even checked his soul myself. It's resilient, radiant, and entirely in one...
Maybe it had something to do with Guthrid then.
It's very possible. It's still too early to tell, but the continued existence of Guthrid's soul is likely the key...
I agree.
The captain never revealed anything to you? The two of you worked...
No, he rarely talked about himself. We were united in our efforts to save Natlan, but it never went...
Let's come back to this later. I'll tell the officials at the speaker's chamber to monitor the captain. Nevertheless, I doubt his...
Yeah, he's definitely up to something. But there are far more important things for... Like if Paimon had to rate her level of worry, the captain gets maybe 50 points. But considering the final battle, you two get at least 2,000!
In any case, conjecture will only get us so far. It might be more useful for you to ask the captain directly, Auroron. With any luck, he might just tell you the...
Huh?
Don't tell me you haven't noticed his respect for you. The first of the Fatui Harbingers doesn't work. Fortune favors the bold. So if you ask me, Posing the question directly is the wiser.
I'm not so sure, but I'll give it a try.
All right, let's head back and enjoy the party. Something to add to my collection. Full throttle!
Thank you so much for coming, everyone! As this gathering comes to a...
Good luck.
You've got this!
For Natlan!
Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, today was great. Well, that could...
Oh, I'm in.
All right, I'm gonna head back to the stadium. I'm sure there's a lot of work to make.
Wait, what happened to taking a break?
There is no break from the responsibilities of an Archon.
Yeah, I'll come. There's a few things I want to pick up before I head home. No one really needs a peacemaker right now, so I think I'll spend...
Okay, see you soon!
Time for me to head back too. Oh, wait. I should stop by Aoife's. I need to make sure he's taking care of my radishes.
Of course you do. Well, safe travels. Oh, wait! I wanted to ask something. What goes around comes around.
क्या क्या नहीं मैं कुछ वैसा बोल नहीं रहा मैं जरा वो स्टोरी कर रहा था अपनी हंस रहा था मैं
Well, I guess I should head out too. It's gonna be super. I think I'll go see Shilonin. She's probably done with your ancient name by now. Yeah, Shilonin is. Well, we also don't have anything to do, so why don't we go together? Oh, it's okay. I'm not alone. Turbo, still, if you want to check on the progress, we should definitely go together. Getting an ancient name is such a special. Help! Someone!
Try and stop me! Is this our
अरे यार मर गई
Hey, remember when you first arrived in Natlan? It was still light out, and we traveled on this route. It was the day before the pilgrimage, and we met up with Kanich and Moalani. Wow, feels like it was just yesterday. Yeah, you saved me from the Night Kingdom. You helped us win, and the final battle is just around the corner. Huh? Oh yeah, I was so nervous the night before the pilgrimage. But your words of encouragement, I slept so well that night.